What's up, guys? I got a 1998 Honda Civic DX that is stalling intermittently. It seems like it runs for a while, then maybe when something gets hot, it'll stall out, and you got to wait for that something to cool down before it will fire up again. So I did a lot of research. I changed a couple things. I knew the spark plugs were old, so I tried that first. I have an idle air control valve code, but that generally shouldn't cause stalling while driving at 40 miles an hour, so I didn't think it was that. My neighbor said try the fuel filter. We changed the fuel filter. It seemed okay. The air filter was dirty. We fixed that. A couple other things that we changed and had no luck. We still have the same problem. And so the main relay is a suspect for this kind of thing. It's the fuel pump relay. And you can probably do some testing that during the time when it won't start. Turn your key forward, and if you hear a humming and then a click, that's usually pretty normal. A 2-second humming is the priming of the fuel pump, and then a click is the relay. However, there's another part to that relay which turns on the fuel pump after that cycle goes through, and that is the part that was broken in this car. So I'm here pointing the camera at the passenger side. There's a plastic screw here that you have to undo. Then you have to snap this panel off. Then you got a 10mm bolt right here that you got to loosen. Come in your glove box, and you got to push in on the sides of your glove box right here real hard, then fold the glove box down. Inside the glove box on the right hand side is the main relay. Once that bolt is out, the thing will be freed. You stick a little screwdriver or something in this brown tab here, pull that out. That'll free up the fuel pump relay. And basically there's two little clips right here on the sides. You just use your finger to push that to the side. I'm gonna pause it so I can use my other hand. Alright, I got that freed. I didn't have to use a tool or anything, I just used my hand to free it. Slide it out. And under here, you have all your connections. In my case, the connection right here, you would almost wouldn't even notice it if you looked at it, but of course this has already been fixed, but you would see like this tiny little crack around the solder joint. Then I could tell that was the culprit. When I pushed on it, I could see the whole thing kind of rise up a little bit and pop out. And so I just went in there with some flux, and then I hit it with some solder real quick. It made instantly it repaired the joint, and I'm just putting it all back together. I wanted to show you guys this. It was a nuisance because the car was running fine in every other way. It doesn't have a bad idle or anything. There's nothing running badly about it. It's just that once the heat builds up in this part, it will lose its connection somehow, and then once it cooled down, it would reconnect just enough to get that fuel pump to run. So if you have that kind of intermittent stalling, definitely take a look and examine these solder joints before you buy the new part, because it's been very common. People resolder these, and I think it's like a $50 part, so it makes sense to try to fix it yourself. Or even worse, if you don't even know what's wrong with the car, people might junk the car, because this doesn't throw a code, so they might not even know what it is. But when you do some research online, main relay is definitely something that comes up when you search for Civic stalling type problems. Thanks for watching. Good luck.